What is up, guys? TheGreatWall back at again with another video. Today we are here with another Add A Legend challenge. Today it is the Baltimore Orioles. This, as we know, is a good team. Yeah, it's a very solid team. Definitely room for improvement, but overall relatively good pieces to have. They've got an elite player in Gunnar Henderson. They've got Pete Alonso, who's always, very good in this game. Trevor Rogers, Kyle Bradish is a solid 1-2 punch. This is a franchise I could foresee winning 3 or 4 World Series in this video. So, yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead. Let's sim this first year as our tester year and see how we do. All right, we are at the Home Run Derby. Let's see who's in it for us if we have anyone. Pete Alonso. Oh no, not Pete Alonso. Gunnar Henderson. Thought it would be Pete Alonso because he's a very good home run hitter. We're currently 2.5 back in the East, which is one of the obviously good divisions in this game. Who do we have here? I saw O'Neal, Ryan Helsley. I saw not O'Neal. What's his name? The guy they just got. Taylor Ward and Gunnar Henderson were both here. Do we have anyone else hiding beneath the surface? Gunnar Henderson, Taylor Ward, both doing very well, but other than that, not really much spectacular. So yeah, let's go ahead. Let's sim out the rest of this year and see how they finish out. All right, we finished off 84 and 78. Just miss out on the playoffs by 1 game, which sucks because we were right there. Yeah, let's check out our guys. I'm assuming Gunnar Henderson and Pete Alonso both probably had phenomenal seasons, as well as Taylor Ward. Yeah, Gunnar with an 8.6. Ward with a 6.6 is honestly a lot better than I thought he would be. Adley with a 3. Kobe Maya with a 2.3. A lot better than I thought he would be. Jordan Westbrook with a 1.9. Kowser with a 1.8. Alonso with a 1.6. Yeah, Jeremiah Jackson and Blaze Alexander, not very good. Helsley had 43 saves, so good for him, honestly. Alright, Kyle Bradish with a 3.1. Dean Kremer with a 2.8. Baz with a 2.7. Trevor Rogers only a 1.3, but I mean, he honestly didn't pitch that bad. Yeah, I mean, we just couldn't really get a job done. Let's go ahead. Let's add our first legend. You guys should probably guess who it is. All right, you know that we had to add Cal Ripken Jr. as our first player. We did move him to third base because he has the much better arm compared to Gunnar. So he is going to play third in this one. Hopefully, this is honestly enough to make the playoffs. It really should be. So, yeah, see how we do. All right, we're at the Home Run Derby. No one from our team here this year. That's all right. Let's see. No one listed as the face starter. I'm assuming Ryan Helsley. Yeah, he's here. Adley Rutschman's here. All right. Cal Ripken Jr. Not doing as well as I thought he would be doing. That's okay, I guess. No Gunnar Henderson, which is definitely interesting because we moved Gunnar Henderson. We moved Cal Ripken so Gunnar could play short. Let me just make sure that that's actually the case. Okay, yeah, no, they've both been playing. All right, is what it is. Let's finish out the year. Hopefully we can make the playoffs. All right, we finished 81 and 81, which is worse, but that's probably more around our actual level. As unfortunate as it is to say. Pete Alonso negative 0.5, Taylor Ward 6.8, Gunnar 6.1. Ripken with a 5.9, Rutschman with a 3.6, Westbrook with a 3, 2.5 from Kowser, Mountcastle with a 2.4, O'Neal with a 1.1. Yeah, I mean, just needed more out of Pete Alonso, and we didn't get it. Helsley only 36 saves, but obviously less opportunities this year. Baz with a 2.3, Bradish 1.5, Rogers 1.4, Keegan Aiken with a 1.2, Eflin with a 1.2, and I mean, just we need better. Let's go ahead. Let's add another legend and hope that the team improves. All right, the next player we have added is Jim Palmer. I did not make this player model or the stats at all. So, yeah, shout out to whoever made it. In this video, there's only 2 players that I have to import, which is pretty cool. The Orioles do have a lot of guys already here. I'm surprised Jim Palmer is not already in the game. But yeah, we're going to add him. He's going to make this rotation a lot better. If we don't make the playoffs now, then there's an issue. All right, we're at the Home Run Derby. Nobody here from our team. That's all right. I mean, that's okay. Palmer and Westberg, out of all people. Jim Palmer having a phenomenal start to his year. Ryan Helsley is also here doing an okay job. Anyone else I mean, Jordan Westbrook have a year, I guess. Cal Ripken Jr. hitting 345 doesn't surpass J. Ram and his 28 steals. No Gunnar Henderson. Yeah. All right, let's finish out the year strong, make the playoffs. All right, we finished off the season 85-77, missed the playoffs completely. Jim Palmer wins Rookie of the Year. Ripken wins the batting title, hitting 313. Jim Palmer, I'm guessing, led the league in a lot of stuff. It's actually insane that we missed out on the playoffs. How close were we? Yet again, one win away, which is just insane. Oh, lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Let's see what the stats look like. Who has been our DH so far? I honestly have no idea. Yeah, Ripken with a 7.5, Gunnar Henderson backwards with a 5.7, Ward with a 5, Rutschman with a 2.9, Westberg with a 2.7, Cowser with a 2.2, Mountcastle with a 2, Pete Alonso with a 1.7. He's not going to light up the WAR numbers, but as long as he does a job. Ryan Helsley, 37 saves, isn't bad. Jim Palmer, 4.7, Baz, 3.2, Trevor Rogers with a 3.1. I mean, it's absolutely lethal two-headed, three-headed monster. Technically, if Kyle Brash could figure it out, four-headed monster. Only a 1-1 WAR for him. All right, we need to add another legend. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, so the next player we're adding is Adam Jones. I don't know why they made his age 40. I mean, that's so stupid. He's 40 in real life, but he didn't play at all past the age of 33. And his best seasons were in his late 20s, so I don't know why they did this. I think it's actually really stupid. So hopefully he doesn't regress at all, even though he probably will. But if he does start regressing at a rapid rate throughout the season, then I'm going to start him off at 99 everything and just let him kind of fall off as the year goes on. But, yeah, let's go ahead and sim. Hopefully that doesn't happen. All right, we're at the Home Run Derby. Gunnar Henderson's here, so I mean that's a good sign so far. We're currently in first, which is good. All-Star game. Cal Ripken is the starter, but I mean Jim Palmer's here. Hopefully we have more guys. Helsley's not here. Pete Alonso has yet to be a All-Star. Cal Ripken is here though. Gunnar Henderson is here. Yeah, and I think that's just about it. All right, let's finish out the year strong. We need to make the playoffs. This has to be a playoff year. All right, we win 93 games, win the division. Fortunately, we still have to play in the wild card. Trevor Rogers led the league in wins, and that is about it, which is crazy. Jim Palmer, Rookie of the Year. No Cy Young at all for Trevor Rogers. That would have been really cool, though. See how the team did. Pete Alonso looks like had a pretty solid year. 9-1 from Ripken. Adley with a 5.4, same with Gunnar. Adam Jones 3.8, so I am going to do what I said. Give him 99 everything and just let him kind of fall off as the year goes on. Which is going to make him put up crazy stats, but I don't know why they made him 40. Or what I'll do is I'll look for a import version. So we'll do one of those two things. Taylor Ward with a 2.7, Holiday with a 2, O'Neal with a 1.7, Pete Alonso with a 1.5. Pitching wise, Trevor Rogers 22-5, phenomenal year. Felix Bautista 38 saves, so he was our closer, which is definitely interesting to say the least. Anyone, I mean, I was gonna say anyone looked good. Obviously, Jim Palmer, phenomenal 6.2, Rogers with a 3.7, Bradshaw with a 2.1, Baz with a 1.4, Keegan Aiken with a 1.2, Eflin with a 1. Let us go ahead and let's see if we can, do something this playoff run against the Rays. Sweep them in 2. Kansas City, sweep them. Houston, gonna beat them in 5. Dodgers, this is where we get knocked out. Yeah, that was so sad. Game 7. It's unfortunate. It is what it is. Let's go add another legend. Yeah. All right, the next player we've added is Mike Mussina. This is directly from the thing. I changed the stats a little bit to reflect some of his better years. And I also did just increase his stamina because he did pitch a lot of innings. So, yeah. I also changed Adam Jones' stats. I made him juiced for the most part, except for his fielding and his defense. But I made his hitting stats really good. So, hopefully, he can kind of reflect the real life a little bit. Yeah, SDS fix that. I mean, he's 40 years old in real life. He never played at the age of 40, so just please fix it. All right, we're at the Home Run Derby. Adam Jones having a phenomenal year, as he should. Obviously, his stats are all dropping a ton, but that's fine. Even though that home run total is like the most he would ever have in his career. But I couldn't find anything in the vaults. We're second. I might change his stats again next year. Who knows? Mike Mussina doing a job. Anyone else? Ryan Helsley? No. Pete Alonso finally makes an All-Star game after I said last year he hasn't made one. Ripken doing a great job. Gunnar Henderson doing a good job. Adam Jones, obviously, he's hitting 320. It's gonna fall off. I don't even know what the most home runs he's hit in a year is, but it can't be anywhere near 30. If I had to guess, I would guess probably like 25, 26. Let's actually take a look real quick. Adam Jones. Let's see. Most home runs he has ever hit in a season is 32, 33. So maybe we'll lower it a little bit, but who knows. Yeah, let's finish out this year strong and see how we finish off. All right, we finished 98 and 64. We didn't even win the division. Wow. We tied. Come on. I would love to know what the tiebreaker is. Probably division. Mike Mussina and Jim Palmer, as well as Kyle Bradish, all had phenomenal years. So the pitching did their job. Mike Mussina, Cy Young, Jim Palmer, Rookie of the Year. Mussina, MVP number 3, which is nuts. Let us see. Adam Jones had a 10.3 WAR. He had 44 home runs. I was not intending for him to do that. Not intending for that. Ripken with a 7.1. Henderson with a 6.5. Rutschman with a 4.3. Ward with a 4.2. Pete Alonso with a 2.2. Had a phenomenal year. O'Neal with a 2. Holiday with a 2. Westberg with a 1.2. Holiday with a 1.7. I'm losing my mind. Helsley had 43 saves. Good year from him. Mussina 7.2 WAR. Can't really ask for much more than that. Palmer with a 4.7. Bradish with a 3.3. Aiken with a 1.6. Trevor Rogers 1.3. Yeah, could have used a little bit better, but you know what? It is what it is. We're taking on the Yankees. And they beat us in 3. I'm just going to leave that there. But yeah, they beat us in 3. Let's go add another legend. I'm thoroughly disappointed up to this point, so yeah. Alright, the next player we are adding that I didn't know was actually really good on the Orioles is Ken Singleton. This is the MLB The Show version. I just upgraded his stats. He was a beast for the Orioles in what year specifically? Is it this year that he was really good? No, it was, he hit 328 in 1 year. Is it not going to show it? Oh yeah, this year right here. I don't know why it's saying like a blank for the team. He said he was with Baltimore this year. On Baseball Reference. Yeah, phenomenal year. So we gave him 99 contact across the board. I did change Adam Jones a little bit. Hopefully this will be kind of more accurate. Yeah, this team needs to make a deep postseason run. We need to win our division. So yeah. All right, home run derby time. Let's see how the guys are doing. Cal Ripken Jr. phenomenal season so far. Team is doing okay. We're 5 games ahead, which is nice. Adam Jones, Ken Singleton, and Mike Mussina all doing a great job. Anyone else from our team? Any of our relief pitchers? Ryan Helsley. Anyone else? Cal Ripken Jr. Gunnar Henderson. Good to see. Adam Jones. That's kind of more like Adam Jones. Ken Singleton. Wow, he's not supposed to hit this many home runs. Like I said, I didn't touch his power at all. I didn't touch it. He already passed his most home runs in a season. All I did was change. Actually, never mind. I lied. He had 35 in 1 season, but all I did was change his contact, and a couple other stats. But he's hitting 370. So yeah, let's finish out the year strong. See if he can actually keep up that pace. Okay, we won 104 games. The team got very hot towards the end of the year, which is nice. Let's see. Mike Mussina, Jim Palmer did their thing. Ken Singleton hit 356. Are you kidding me? He hit 356. I wanted him to hit like Alejandro Kirk. How did Danny Jansen hit 332 with his 56 contact? Like, come on. I mean, at some point, we need to kind of just be like, what are we doing here? Mike Mussina, Cy Young, Hank Aaron goes to Ken Singleton, Rookie of the Year, Jim Palmer, batting title, Ken Singleton. But Cal, big dumper rally, hit 60 home runs. So Ken Singleton and Mike Mussina both get snubbed, which I think this actually has to be a highway robbery, personally. But let's see how the rest of the team did. Cal Ripken had a phenomenal year, off rip. Ken Singleton, 8.5. Yeah, Ripken with a 7.9, Gunnar Henderson 7.5, Adam Jones with a 6.3. This is more like him. I would say this is more accurate. Jordan Westbrook 4.3, Ward with a 4, Holiday 3.3, Rutschman 2.1, O'Neal with a 1.5, just phenomenal. 23 wins from Mike Mussina, 43 saves from Ryan Helsley. Yeah, Mussina with a 6.7 WAR, Palmer with a 5.2, Rogers with a 2.7, and then it's just really nothing else from there. I mean, which sucks, but it is what it is. We are in the playoffs. We get a bye. We're taking on Texas. And we're not getting sent home yet. Seattle. There we go. We're taking on the Phillies in the World Series. We have a shot. And we win our first World Series. It's really just if you play the Dodgers or not is a deciding factor. Pete Alonso, World Series MVP. Adam Jones, playoff MVP. All right, we get one. We still have, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 players left to add, so who knows? Maybe we get 2 or 3. That's what we're hoping for. Let's go add another person. All right, the next player I added is Urban Shocker. I didn't make him. The only thing I did was change his control. I can't tell if he was either really, really good or really, really bad. But yeah, he's here. Hopefully he can do well for us. I really all I got. So yeah. All right, we're at the home run derby. We've got, wow, Gunnar Henderson, Adam Jones, and Cal Ripken. It's a battle of the oranges right now, which is crazy. Adam Jones being here, probably not very realistic, but we got Jones, Ward, and Ripken off rip. Urban Shocker's here. Okay, I guess that works. Ryan Helsley, which is nice to see. Pleasant surprise, if you will. Cal Ripken we saw. Gunnar Henderson, almost always here. Taylor Ward having a solid year. Adam Jones doing his thing. Ken Singleton having a solid year. Yeah, let's just finish out the year strong, honestly. Let's just keep doing a job. All right, we finished 101 and 61, which is good enough for first. Jim Palmer had a phenomenal year. Urban Shocker had a good year. Gunnar Henderson, I clicked through too quickly. Gunnar Henderson had a good year. Cy Young goes to Jim Palmer. Rookie of the year goes to Jim Palmer. Gunnar Henderson wins MVP over Aaron Judge, which is great. Let's see. Let us see. Cal Ripken, 8 WAR. Gunnar with a 7.7. Jones with a 7.6. Definitely too good of a season from him. I will not lie. Even though his stats fell off a lot, he still just performed. Ken Singleton, 6.8. That's more what I was looking for. Ward with a 6.1. Westberg with a 3.5. Holiday 2.9. Rutschman with a 2.7. Pitching-wise, Palmer, Urban Shocker, Mike Mussina all had phenomenal years. Kyle Bradish did okay. Who got all of our saves? Hold on. Oh, I don't know why. Sometimes I just genuinely question what the CPU is doing, because why, like, why? All right, let's go back. There we go. Ryan Helsley, 44 saves. I don't know why they would keep our closer down for the playoffs, which is just idiotic, if you will. Palmer with a 5.5, Shocker with a 5.4, Mussina backwards with a 4.5, Bradish 2.5, Trevor Rogers with a 1.3. Solid all around. Yeah, let's win ourselves a World Series again. Astros. Okay, we do beat them. Very close series, though. Seattle, not as close. Arizona, come on. This needs to be a sweep. All right, gentlemen, sweep. We lost 2 games all postseason, which is great. Adam Jones, World Series MVP. Gunnar, playoff MVP. So we get a second one. We still got 4 players left to go. Honestly, can we get to 5? Who knows? All right, the next player we are adding is Brooks Robinson. We're going to slide Cal Ripken back to short. Gunnar over to second base. Yeah, Brooks Robinson is here. I think after Cal Ripken, he is second for career WAR for... No, I'm pretty sure in real life he is second for WAR. Yeah, he is. I don't know why his stats look like this one. In real life, they don't. I don't... What am I looking at here? What is... I'm guessing this is all comparative to 2026. But in 1971, he had a 6 WAR. His MVP year in 64, he had a 8.1. So I'm guessing it changes based on the era they're in. So how does... Hold on a second. How does Cal Ripken Jr. look? WAR-wise. He only has a 61, even though he has a 95. I don't know. But yeah, Brooks Robinson is second in WAR behind Cal. So hopefully he can help us out a lot. Alright, home run derby time. No one here. So last year we had 3, and now this year we have 0. Only 2 face value starters. Palmer and Mussina both here, though, which is nice. Ryan Helsley doing his thing. Anyone else? Gunnar Henderson doing his job at second base. Brooks Robinson doing a great job at third. No Cal. Alright. Adam Jones out in center. No Ken Singleton. Yeah, we're first by 6.5 games. Let's finish out the year strong. Pretty simple. Alright, we only finished with 101 wins. I say only, but I feel like we haven't really had that breakout year where we went 110. Jim Palmer, solid year. Gunnar Henderson, Brooks Robinson, both solid years. Jim Palmer, Rookie of the Year. I mean, he's probably always going to win that. Him and Urban Shocker are going to always fight over it. Yeah, I mean, needs to be better, though. Cal Ripken missed the game. What is happening? Alright, Brooks Robinson with an 8 WAR, Ripken with a 5.6, Gunnar 5.3, Jones 5.1, Ken Singleton with a 4, Ward with a 3, Rushman 1.6, Pete Alonso 1.5, Westberg with a 1.4. He played a lot for someone who isn't supposed to be playing a lot. I guess maybe he was our DH. Pitching-wise, though, Ryan Helsley 47 saves, Shocker 19 wins, Palmer 19 wins, Mussina not the greatest of years, but that's alright. Even though he finishes best with WAR 6.1, Shocker with a 4.9, Palmer with a 4.8, Bratch with 3.1, Trevor Rogers 1.4. This rotation is just beautiful. Let's go ahead, get into the playoffs. We're taking on either Cleveland or Boston. AA wins the World Series. Boston it is, and we're going to move on. Very scary, though. Minnesota is going to go up 3-0 and then blow a 3-0 lead. We're taking on the Dodgers. 1-1. 2-1 us, 3-1 us, 3-2, 3-3, come on. And we win the World Series. That was a way too close postseason. Gunnar Henderson, World Series MVP and playoff MVP. Phenomenal from him. He's been a stud, obviously. Yeah, but that was way too close considering every single game, every single series went to elimination for us, which is nuts. But it is what it is. We do go ahead and win ourselves, what's that, World Series number 3? At this point, so yeah, let's go ahead. Let's add another legend. We have 3 left. Alright, we knew at some point we were going to have to add him. Zach Britton, one of the greatest closer seasons of all time in, which year was it? This year, 2016, was 4th for the Cy Young, 11th for MVP. He was absolutely lights out. 47 saves, .54 ERA, which is just disgusting. .84 whip. I mean, he was basically untouchable. How many does it show how many blown saves he had this year? He had 0 blown saves on the entire year. He was absolutely electric. In the game, it says he had a 2.2. In real life, he actually had a 4.1 WAR this season. But yeah, I used the player model from the game. I just upgraded his stats a lot to reflect this one singular year where he was literally like the greatest pitcher of all time. So. Alright, we're at the home run derby. Okay, we got Adam Jones and Cal Ripken both here. The team is elite. We're 70-23. This is the year that I'm talking about. Jones, Singleton, Gunnar Henderson, Urban Shocker, Brooks Robinson, all doing phenomenally. To the point where we're not even going to see everyone. Zach Britton, 32 saves, 2 holds. Anyone else? Gunnar Henderson we saw, Brooks Robinson we saw, Cal Ripken Jr. doing a great job. Taylor Ward out in left field, Adam Jones, and Ken Singleton. The team's elite. Let's just finish out the year. We need another World Series here. Alright, we finished with 115 wins. This is exactly what I wanted to see. A year where we dominate. Jim Palmer, Mike Mussina, Urban Shocker, just a 3-headed monster. Cal Ripken, home runs. Yeah, the team was elite. Zach Britton, Delivery Man of the Year. Urban Shocker, Cy Young. Urban Shocker, Rookie of the Year. Ripken, MVP. Yeah, Shocker was 24-5, phenomenal year. Zach Britton, 47 saves exactly. 2 ERA is a little bit high for what we were looking for. But yeah, 47 saves, 4 blown, not a bad year. Let's see how the rest of the team did. Cal Ripken, we're missing too many games here. Can't miss a single one. Yeah, 9.8 WAR, 9.1 from Gunnar, 9.1 from Brooks Robinson, 7.3 from Singleton, 7.1 from Jones, Taylor Ward with a 3.7, Westberg with a 2.9, Rushman with a 2.5. Phenomenal. We had 2 pitchers. Trevor Rogers had a phenomenal year too. Mike Mussina, only 1 loss, only 14 wins though. As we saw, Zach Britton with 47 saves. We're missing a start somewhere. Oh, wait, actually, no, I think, yeah, no, never mind, we're not. Let's take a look at the WAR numbers. Urban Shocker 6.6, Palmer with a 6.4, Mussina 5.4, Rogers 3.7, Britton with a 2, Bradish with a 1.1. Good year all around from the guys. Let's go win ourselves a World Series. Come on. Yankees is going to be tough. Not too tough. Kansas City should be a cakewalk, honestly. Thank you. Dodgers is where it gets tough again. We're going to go up 2-1. They're going to go up 3-2. And we're going to win it in 7. Okay. I think that's what? World Series number 4, Ken Singleton with the World Series MVP. Playoff goes to Adley. We have 4. We still have 2 years left. Can we get to 5? I think we definitely can. All right. For our second to last player, we did add Eddie Murray. We couldn't do this thing without Eddie Murray. He is a beast. I think he leads their franchise in home runs. It's probably between him, Brooks Robinson, and Cal. It's not Brooks. It's not Cal. I think it is actually, in fact, Eddie Murray. Yeah, he was a very great player. This is actually the first player that I did not change whatsoever. And he's the only person with a close WAR to what he had in real life. Yeah, this is what he looks like. Hopefully he can help us win another World Series. Assuming they're just going to put Pete Alonso at the DH spot, which I think is perfect. Yeah, this team is very good. Let's go ahead and let's see how they do. The Home Run Derby, how are the guys doing? Eddie Murray's doing a job, so is Cal Ripken Jr., Mickey Moniak. Another year where we have 70 wins at the All-Star break. Adam Jones, Gunnar Henderson, Urban Shocker, Eddie Murray. No Zach Britton, definitely questionable. Hoping for the best. Eddie Murray doing a great job. Gunnar Henderson, phenomenal job. Brooks Robinson doing his thing. Cal Ripken doing his thing. Adam Jones and Ken Singleton. Can't really ask for much more. Let's just finish out the year strong. All right, we won 116 games. Really not much you can say about that other than elite. Even though we didn't really have anyone lead the league or anything. Mike Mussina, Cy Young, Palmer Rookie of the Year. Just a very, I guess, well-rounded team. Pete Alonso played in the field a little bit, but I'm assuming, yeah, he was our DH. Yeah, he was definitely the DH. Brooks Robinson 8.7, Henderson 8.3, Eddie Murray 7.6, Singleton 6.7, Ripken 6.4, Jones 5.9, Rutschman 5.2, Ward with 3.5, and then it was just kind of our bench guys. Okay, I mean, yeah, 5 pitchers above 15 wins will definitely play. Britton only 43 saves is okay. 3.3 ERA is just not it. I might have to upgrade his stuff a little bit. Who knows? I'm not going to, but yeah. Mussina 5.8, Shocker 5.5, same with Palmer. Rogers with a 4.1, Brash with a 2.1. So just all around phenomenal year. Taking on the Yankees again. Easy sweep. Seattle. Okay, they're going to give us issues, but we're taking on the Reds. This has to be easy. Wow. We lose Game 7. All right. We have Adam Jones playoff MVP. We lost to the Reds. I can't believe it. We have one more year. Can we get to 5? I feel like we definitely can. Last player we're adding is Jim Johnson. He was absolutely elite with Baltimore as well. Led the league in saves twice and was Rolaids reliever of the year. I think that's what it was called back then. So, yeah, he's going to be the reliever. He's not going to be the closer. I just think Zach Britton's season that he had was absolutely so much better. But Jim Johnson, another beast. So, yeah, see how we can do in our final season. All right, Home Run Derby time. Last one. Cal Ripken Jr., Gunnar Henderson, both having phenomenal years. Ripken, Gunnar, Eddie Murray, Musina, Jones, Singleton, all doing a great job as of right now. No Zach Britton, no Jim Johnson. Eddie Murray we saw, Gunnar Henderson, Brooks Robinson, Cal, Ripken Jr., Adam Jones, and Ken Singleton all doing phenomenal. Let's just finish out the year strong and try to win our 5th. All right, we finished 120 and 42. That's a great way to end it. Musina, Urban, Shocker, Jim Palmer. I mean, just phenomenal. Ripken, Singleton. Just yeah. I mean, there's nothing to say. Shocker, Cy Young, Singleton, Hank Aaron, Shocker, Rookie of the Year, Shocker, MVP, Singleton, batting title. I mean, 23-2 is disgusting. Let's see how the guys did. 9.3 from Ripken, Jones with an 8.6. Definitely had a phenomenal year. Robinson 8.2, Singleton 6.3, 5.5 from Adley, 5.3 from Murray, 4.7 from Gunnar, 3.6 from Taylor Ward. Basayo got enough time for 1.1 WAR. Pete Alonso with a 0.8. I mean, team did phenomenally. Pitching was just disgusting. Zach Britton 50 saves. It's just such a good year from the guys. Palmer with a 6, same with Shocker. Musina 5.7, Rogers 2.4, Bradish with a 1.7, Britton with a 1.5, Johnson with a 1, Bautista with a 1, Bassett with a 1. I mean, just elite. Elite. We need to win one more World Series here. Come on. Cleveland. Wow. Wow, that is anticlimactic. All right, we win 4, though. I feel very happy with 4. So, yeah. That being said, thank you guys as always for watching. Stay tuned for the next one. And peace.